Hey guys, it's Allison and I'm here with a process video. This one is a 12 by 12 layout. So what I'm doing here is I'm just taking some of my Artist Loft watercolors and I'm just putting them on the background. I did put some gesso down earlier, but I didn't put it in the video because I didn't want to have to wait for it to dry. So this paper is by AB10 from her new Finders Keepers collection. So I decided to just like create a little bit of a watercolor effect on top of it, and honestly in the end you can't really see it very much, but whatever. I'm definitely still very beginner when it comes to mixed media, so I was just using some of the colors that were in the background and like using the packaging technique, and I was waiting for them to dry between this, like, although you cannot see that. So at first I made the mistake of not letting them dry and they kind of just like mixed together and got gross. So yeah, I'm just doing some, what's the word? Cannot think of the word. Splattering, that's the word, of the colors on there as well, just to create a little bit more of an interesting effect. And I use some white too, just to, I don't know, be exciting. So then I decided to wait for that to dry and I decided to create my layers. So I took a bunch of papers from the new Amy Tan collection as well, out of my scraps. See, that's what you see me doing here. I went through my scraps, which is why it's not like bursting at the seams anymore. And I just took out all the ones that I didn't think I would be using, or all the really little ones. And I took out all the branding strips too, because I've been keeping the branding strips, but I honestly rarely use them, so I just took them out because, yeah. So now I'm just cutting down my layers. I decided to use some of the cut aparts as well, and I didn't really know how I was going to use them. I just knew I wanted to use them, so that's what I'm doing here. I wanted to use that one, and I was going to cut out the flowers and like have it peek over the photo with like a craft knife, and then I realized, well, I don't actually have a craft knife. I just use like a nice X-Acto knife, but I realized that it's at our old place still because we're still moving out of that place, and I was using it to do boxes and tape and stuff. So now I'm taking some of the papers from the 6x6 paper pad just to create a little mat around the photo. So this photo is just a photo of my daughter and I when she was first born, and me just smiling at her. Because it's exciting, obviously. I don't know. I feel like it's so different when your first baby is born compared to when your second baby is born. I don't know. It's just, obviously the experience is a lot different as well, but I think when my son was born, I just wanted to get out of the hospital and get home. And with her, I didn't have like another kid to take care of as well, so I wasn't, like, obviously someone was taking care of my daughter at the time, but I just wanted to be home with her as well. So here we stayed in the hospital for 3 days because, yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. Anyway, so now I'm just taking some vellum. It's just from like Michael's or something, and I'm just making a layer behind it that looks like it goes all the way under, but it only is on the outsides. And I was like trying to get it to look like even. Like I repeeled this and stuck it back on like a million times and I could not get it to look good. So I eventually just end up trimming it down completely. Excuse me. And I was just looking to see if there's anything else I wanted to add, and I think I decided not to. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out these little cut aparts. And I like the way that looks, how I just did that, so then I end up just doing, yeah, that, which I like the way it looks. I was going to use that lovely as like a journaling card at first, but I ended up using it as part of my title. Sorry if you can hear that. My husband's watching some sort of video very loudly. He's not in the same room as me. But our kids are asleep, so no baby screams for once. So now I decided that I just wanted to add something else to this, so I used some texture paste. I just use white texture paste, so you can't really see it unless you're up close. On this heart stencil from Chamel. I don't know what collection it's from. One of the first two, since they're the only ones out so far. And now that that's all dry, I'm just cutting off the branding strip and sticking down my photo / layers as well. And then I decided that it was super warped, and so I was just gonna back it on this piece of, let's like basically just a piece of packaging from, I don't know, an order. So I just tried to get it to go straight, and it still is pretty warped, and then I just cut off the excess with my scissors. My scissors sounded like sizzles. And you can see here it's still pretty warped, but not as bad. So, and I fix it a little bit more too, I think. Oh, excuse me. So he embossed that pineapple stamp with some gold embossing powder, just because pineapples go with this collection. So I decided to use that one. It's the Hero Arts one. And now I'm just trying to go through the die cuts from the Finders Keepers collection and decide if there's anything else I want to add. These tags are so cute, but they're really hard to use. Also, some of them say dumb things that I would never use, but you know, like the one really cute mint and blue striped one, I would never use what it says. I can't remember what it says, but it's something that I wouldn't use. So now I decide to use this balloon sticker from that collection, and I thought at first I wanted it on the white on the background, but then I decided I didn't like the way it looked, so then I peeled the background off and just stuck them on. And I think it's cute because sometimes you get balloons when babies are born, so I don't remember if we did or not. I don't think so. I think we got flowers, but yeah. And I stuck that little arrow sticker down, and then I decided that I wanted to pop this pineapple up, but I don't know, I'm out of foam tape. And so I used to buy it from a dollar store near where I lived in the small town that I lived in, but now that we're back in the city, I keep going to Michael's, and they don't have any except for Scotch, but it's so expensive. It's like $11 or something. And I'm like, it's not going to last very long at all. And the foam tape that I was buying was like $1 for 3 rolls. I mean, the rolls are really small, but it was $1. So I don't know. I have to check out like the Dollar Tree or something, because I think they sell that brand. I just haven't been. I don't know. We're going to go get the last of our stuff this weekend. So maybe I'll just like stop in at that dollar store and buy like 5 packs or something. They don't always have it. Sometimes they're out, but yeah, I need it. I like having many thicknesses, I guess, of pop dot / foam tape / whatever you'd like to call it. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yelling so much. It's late, but it's not that late. It's only 8:30. So I decided to put this sticker down for a little bit of layering, and I peeled it up, but it peeled the back part off. And I couldn't get it to come off of it, so I just stuck it down with the white on it. And now I'm putting the rest of the title, which is just going to be Lovely Moments. And I'm using these stickers also from that collection. I think they're called like Memento or something like that. Oh, Lovely Moment, apparently, not Moments. Yeah. In the photo, I'm like smiling down at my daughter. You guys can probably see it. I just can't see it because my screen is so small, but yeah. And I'm just taking some of the smaller stickers and some puffy stickers. And I decided to use this giraffe puppy sticker. And I know you guys are like, what does that have to do with a baby? But her nursery was giraffe themed, so I guess that's close enough to being somewhat on theme. Obviously, the giraffes in her nursery were not mint, but whatever. And so I just add some of these hearts above so they look like balloons going to the sky or whatever. I'm very close to being out of these enamel hearts. I should always buy two packs, but I'm so cheap that I would rather like get more things and then I just end up buying them later. So now I'm just using this roller date stamp. I think this one's probably Dear Lizzie. And I'm just going to stamp her birthday. Even though this honestly could have been the next day. I don't remember, but I don't really think it's a big deal. And I'm going to use some color shine. Just add a little bit of excitement in gold. I guess it's called gold lame, which I did not know. I just thought it was called gold. But anyway, here is a close-up and some still shots. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. And I will see you soon. Bye!